Hey guys, welcome back to Delaware Acre. Today I'm going to try to do something with these figs that my girlfriend down the street gave me from her fig tree that's actually producing, since mine is not. So some of these figs are nice and firm, some are kind of squishy, but I wanted to try a different way of preserving them since I didn't like the fig butter last year. I am going to take this recipe from the Complete Book of Home Preserving from Ball. It's the fig preserves recipe. So the recipe says that you want 8 cups of firm, fresh figs. So I'm kind of going to go through these, and like I said, some of them are very, very ripe, and then some of them are firm. So I think I should have enough to do this recipe, again, that calls for 8 cups of firm, fresh figs. There's a few in here that are quite mushy. This one's very, very, very ripe. Probably overripe, I guess, but that's what the inside of a fig looks like. It's actually really pretty. It's really cool. I, growing up, didn't know what figs looked like. I didn't even know what figs were. Was it figs or dates that Aladdin eats in the movie? I think he has his monkey steal dates. I don't know. For some reason that movie comes to mind. But anywho, I'm just sorting through these and get rid of the super squishy ones. If I don't have enough to make 8 cups with the firm figs, I am putting the ones that are semi-firm and not too squishy in this other container, and I'm just going to have to supplement with those if I don't have enough to make 8 cups. Okay, the recipe says to combine figs and boiling water and cover and let stand at room temperature for 15 minutes. So I boiled some water in my kettle here. I'm putting them in the stainless steel pot, adding the figs, and then I'm putting the lid on, and I'm going to wait 15 minutes. Cover and let stand for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Ooh, they look pretty. Three, 4 cups. It says to use 1 lemon thinly sliced, de-seeded and sliced. I have this frozen lemon. I don't know why I've decided to freeze this. Maybe for situations like this, but I had a frozen lemon in my freezer. So it's too freezer burnt to do anything with, so I'm just gonna use it in here. Okay, 4 cups of water, 1 lemon, bring to a boil over high heat. Oh, and the sugar. And sugar, 2 2/3 cups of sugar. Sugar. It says to combine this over high heat. Hard boil, stirring occasionally for 10 minutes. Okay, hard boil. Can't stir it away. Out the lemon peels. Okay, reduce heat and then return to a boil. Okay, after removing the lemon slices, the recipe says to reduce heat to medium-high and return syrup to a boil. Add 2 cups of figs and boil until figs are transparent. Okay, these have been boiling for a few minutes. They're not translucent yet. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for with translucent figs. I can see why you need firm figs now. Wishy ones would just dissolve. So it's been about 10-ish minutes. I'm not sure what I'm looking for here. I feel like these are going to get too soft if I don't take them out soon, so it says to ladle them out and put them in a shallow dish. So I'm just going to put them on this sheet pan over here. Oh, that water is a pretty color. 1 cup. It says to do this in 2-cup increments, so here we go. Just so you don't overcrowd it. Difference between what's in there and then what was in there. So I guess these are a little more translucent. I'm not sure if these, I'm gonna try to pull these stems off too. I'm gonna get some scissors out, cut them off. I don't know if they're supposed to stay on or what. I would assume not, because when I eat my figs fresh, I don't eat the stem, so. Oops, cut that one a little deep. Transfer these into this bowl. Oh, they're sticky. Next step is to put them in a bowl and reduce the syrup down and put it on. So I'm just going to put them in this bowl for now. That way when I take these out, they'll just be the only ones in there. And give these a few more minutes. Sorry, I'll have to switch over to voiceover because when I was editing this video, I realized how loud the background noise in my house is. So I'm just gonna call it with these figs. I'm sure they've been in there for more than 10 minutes at this time, but I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take these out, put them on this baking sheet, wait until they cool, and I'll cut those stems off as well. The recipe says to take the remaining liquid to reduce it down and make it into a syrup, and then pour it over the figs that you've taken out in a bowl and let it rest anywhere from 8 hours to overnight. I let this simmer and reduce down to about half the volume that I noticed it was in the pot. When I'm pouring it, it still seems a little thin to me, but I was very scared that it was going to scorch. I should have done this in my Le Creuset, like my cast iron enamel coated pot instead of the stainless steel one. But I am going to let this sit overnight and come back the next day. Okay, I took my own advice, and the next day I placed the concoction back into onto the stove in my Le Creuset, the heavier bottomed pot, and the recipe says to bring it back up to a boil. You can skim off any foam if there's any foam on there. I didn't notice any, so I didn't have to. I put it into my jars, nice clean jars, take a little bit of vinegar on a rag and wipe off the rims, make sure there's no residue. And then I water bath canned them. How long did I do it for? Water bath canned for 10 minutes. And then I didn't feel like getting my big canner out, so I just used the stock pot, and I just put a tea towel in the bottom because I don't have a rack that fits this pot. And like I said, I water bathed them for 10 minutes, and then here's the end result. And there they are, 5 little 8-ounce jars of fig preserves. I do not know how I'll use these. I don't know if I'll even like them, but I'll let you know. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, hope you're well. Take care. Bye.